Hello, my friends, my family, my community, my tribe. Welcome to the Hippie Moms Podcast. Yes, you're here. You chose to listen to this podcast today. Of all the millions and billions and trillions of information you can be ingesting right now, you are listening to this, and I'm so grateful for you. So grateful. Welcome. This is episode 7. Oh my goodness. I just love podcasting. And if you're here, maybe you love geeking out about health and wellness and living in more alignment with Mother Nature. And so can we geek out together? Do you mind? So a few podcasts ago, I talked about the 7 fundamentals, really the vital things that we need for optimal health. And here's the thing, it's not that complicated, right? It's really not. And for so many of us that live in just a state of overwhelmment all the time and have a really hard time in just making changes and shifts in our lives, my hope is that these podcasts are giving you little insights, little tidbits, planting seeds that you can slowly integrate into your lives. And sometimes you don't have to take action right away. Sometimes we need to process and digest and just make small baby steps in our lives that move us towards where we want to go. And I don't know about you, but I am tired of wasting time in my life. I really want to create optimal health every day. And every day I want to move towards that version, the best version of me, right? And when we do that, it makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we are progressing in our lives. And maybe part of that is to say no more and say no to things that aren't in alignment with you, right? But I have a feeling today that this topic that we're going to talk about is going to be in alignment with you, because let me tell you something. What are we talking about? Water, hydration. Now, even though that's not a super sexy topic, I get that. But one of the things I think it's so important to know is that water is literally the most common nutritional deficiency in the American population. It's estimated that 75 to 80% of people are dehydrated chronically. And so it might be a small chance that you're dehydrated. Now, I don't want to put that thought into your head. Maybe you're not, but just think about it. Do you know if you're dehydrated? Do you not? Do you know how much water you need? Do you know how much water you intake every day, right? Most likely you don't. A lot of people don't keep track of this. In my programs, this is like the number one thing that we talk about and it's in every single one of my programs, is drinking enough water. Because the problem is, if you don't have enough water, you're gonna suffer. This is wild. Check this out. I'm gonna pull this up. So if the body's water content drops by as little as 2%, it will cause fatigue. Who feels fatigued? Who feels brain fogged, right? And here's the thing. So many times we just think we need all these supplements and pills and all these superfoods and things like this, when really you just need to drink more water. So what I'm hoping to do today is to inspire you, to give you the fuel you need to drink more water and drink enough water to keep you hydrated and to keep your body humming. Because water is important. Even a drop of 10% will cause significant health problems. And it affects our digestive system, our cardiovascular system, our immune system, our muscular our skeletal system, okay? Everything, all of our systems rely on water to function correctly. And here's the thing that's so crazy is I know I've had all these symptoms before. So I'm going to tell you, about 3 years ago, I really didn't understand how important hydration was. I was really focused on what I was eating, making sure everything was clean, and I just didn't understand how important water was. So I remember this one day just waking up and I just felt tired, more tired than normal. My skin was it was just dry. You know, when you just look at your skin and you can kind of see how flaky it is? I was getting some major dandruff going on. I felt tired. I felt a little anxious. I had like this really low grade headache and I was just kind of not feeling great. I was irritable as F, right? I was just so irritable. And I get on and I wake up and I'm really trying at this time implementing my slow mornings, right? So I don't get on my phone. I don't ingest any information. I just wait to get out into the kitchen. And a few days before this moment in time where I was feeling like crap, I remember listening to this podcast, and I can't remember what podcast it is, but if I can remember, I'll put it in the show notes. And I remember it talking about water intake and how much water we need. And I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I got away from drinking my water every morning. It was like this light bulb went off. I realized that I had not been drinking enough water. So I just kind of got a little lazy, to be honest with you, drinking my water every single morning. And so I was like, wait a minute. It's been a couple weeks since I've been like waking up to water and really watching my water intake. And here I am feeling irritable, feeling fatigued, feeling tired and headaches and more cravings as normal. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there was the epiphany. That was the moment where I was like, I need to drink more water. And let me tell you, that day I consumed as much water as I needed, which we'll kind of go through of how much we need. And the next day I woke up feeling so much better. So this is what's crazy is so many people live with all these symptoms that if you were properly hydrated, you would feel so much better. And so that is my hope, is that even if you make one shift in your life, and the one shift that I always talk about is drinking more water. Okay, it is vital for our health. The thing is that water is kind of one of those things that we all know we need to drink, but we don't know how much to take. So what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you a really simple kind of rule of thumb, okay? So take your weight. I weigh 120 pounds divided by 2. That's 60. I need a minimum of 60 ounces of water every day, okay? That's it. That's my baseline. Now, if I'm exercising, I'm going to add more. If I'm drinking coffee or any type of diuretic, I'm going to add more. So here's the thing. Another simple thing. If you do wake up and you drink water, that's what I recommend. Always drink water in the morning. You wake up and you have your coffee, right? So if you have a cup of coffee, you need a cup and a half of water to basically not only hydrate you, but make up for the deficit of that the diuretic causes, okay? Super, super important. Our cells need water. It is vital. And that's the thing that I don't think people really realize is that our cells, our kidneys, so many parts of our body it is vital that we have enough water. Okay, so if you don't have healthy cells, you're not going to have a healthy body. And cells is the universal solvent, right? It surrounds cells. It's in cells. It's part of our blood. It's part of all of our systems. So I hope I'm convincing you how important that water is, okay? So let's get to it. Okay, so first thing is how much water do you drink, right? I already gave you that information. Take your weight, divide it by 2. That's how many ounces. And then drink 1.5 more amounts of the coffee or diuretics you drink. If you're drinking soda, highly recommend to not drink soda. I'm just going to say a little bit of kind of what we're dealing with soda. And this is the thing. So many people drink soda. So if you're one of them, I don't want you to stress about it. But I do want you to know that soda is one of the worst offenders in our lives, really. It's insane. The problem with it has no nutritional value, zero, zip. It is very high in phosphoric acid, and which basically impedes, decreases the production of your stomach acid. And we need stomach acid to break down food, to use nutrients. It also interferes with our ability to use calcium. So that's a big reason I highly recommend you not drinking soda. It increases your insulin levels. And aspartame, which is in a lot of sodas, actually has 92 different side effects. It's crazy. And the problem is that it eventually changes to methanol, and that converts to formaldehyde and formic acid in your body. So these are just things we don't want in our body. It can cause numerous health issues, and it's just tons of chemicals and things that you don't need in your precious soul home. So if you do drink soda, I highly recommend backing off and stop drinking soda. Okay, it's just never going to be a healthy alternative. Drinking water, adding a lot of yummy, delicious flavors like cucumber and mint, or using different fruits is so much of a better way to flavor your water than drinking soda. Okay, I love you and I care about your health, and I really want you to be the best version of you. So we have to do water to drink that. Okay, so next thing is, where are you getting your water from? That's a big thing. And I think that's where people get super overwhelmed. One thing you can do is you can go onto your city's municipal water site and find out look at the reports that they're giving out. They're going to tell you what's in your water, what's it being treated with. Most likely you're going to have a very high chlorine content in your water. And they use this because they disinfect our water. The problem is it disinfects our microbiome, right? Our gut, and actually kills really good gut bugs. So it can, drinking tap water is really bad for your gut. So what I highly recommend is filtering your water. Make sure you have a filter. My preferred filter is Berkey. I love it. It's actually an on top of the counter filter, and you just fill at the top. It uses amazing filters, the charcoal filters, and then you have them on the bottom, two different filters on the bottom that actually then eliminate fluoride. And that's a big one. Okay. We do have fluoride, which is a neurotoxin in our water. Okay. We don't want fluoride ingested. It's not safe for the body. And there's tons of health issues and side effects from fluoride intake. So find yourself a good water filter. Reverse osmosis is a great way. You can do that under the counter, and just make sure you add back minerals, because here's the thing, reverse osmosis water strips the water of all its minerals. So I love Trace Minerals. It's a great brand, and you just add them back in, and it not only is so wonderful for your health, but it actually helps you absorb water. We need minerals in order to absorb H2O in our body. And because you're here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a free link to my hydration package. So it basically goes through all this information. How much water should I drink? What if I drink diuretics like coffee? How do I know what's in my water, and what do I need to filter out? What kind of filter should I use? And then I give you a water systems analysis. So you can really look at what are the big things that need to be filtered out, and how to do that, and what kind of filters removes it and what other filters don't. I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but the hydration packet has so much great information. So here are my top tips to keep you hydrated. Okay. Wake up to water. Just wake up and drink water, right? Instead of reaching for your coffee, we wake up dehydrated. We don't need more diuretics in our system at that point. We need to drink water. So I drink about 30 ounces of water in the morning. On my blog, I'll put a link in that too, to my morning tonic. I love it. It has lemon, it has turmeric, it has ginger, a little cayenne and cinnamon. I put a little MSM, which is a type of sulfur. It's really good for detoxification, and a tiny bit of coconut oil. Because I use turmeric, curcumin is actually the molecule in turmeric that is very anti-inflammatory, and it needs fat to be absorbed and bioavailable. So that's why I put a little bit of coconut oil. You can put MCT oil, just a little bit, and a little black pepper. So I'll give you my blog on that. It's delicious. I serve it about lukewarm or a little warm in the morning. And let me tell you, it gets things moving, if you know what I mean. Okay. Buy a reusable water bottle. This is not only great for the planet, right? Our Mother Earth cannot digest plastic. So buy yourself a reusable water bottle. I love Clean Canteen. I have a 40-ounce stainless steel water bottle. I've tried the glass before. I am known to dropping my water bottle very often. So the glass unfortunately did not work for me. I actually did buy a beautiful glass water bottle with one of those it was kind of like those rubbery containers, rubbery like socks to put it on to help it. I was going to hot yoga, got out of the elevator, dropped my water bottle, and it shattered the very first day that I got it. So I was like, okay, maybe glass water bottles just aren't for me. It was such a bummer. So get that. And then what's beautiful is that you can keep track of your water intake, which is so important. Okay. Eat more water-rich foods, right? Fruits and vegetables are anywhere from 70 to 90% water. So eating your fruits and vegetables, highly recommend that every single day. Focus on color and get some water from foods. I think that's a great way to do it. Flavor your water. This is another thing. In my hydration packet, I have set 15 different ways to flavor your water and different combinations you can use. For example, I have lemon, lime, orange, so that's citrus. We're going into citrus season right now, so that is always good. I always, recommend looking for seasonal fruits and vegetables to use. Herbs like mint and thyme, lemon, and peach is a really good flavor combination. There's so many. Download the hydration packet. You can get all that information and just check it out. So you have those resources that you need. As long as you have clean filtered water and you drink enough of it, you are going to make a huge impact on your health. It's simple, right? Don't get overwhelmed. And if you're going to invest in yourself, invest in your water. Okay. Super important. Now, if you go to thehippiemoms.com/resources, it will take you to the resource page where I do have an affiliate with Berkey. You can check it out. You can go on their site. It doesn't matter to me, just as long as you're getting your water filtered. Okay. So download my hydration packet. That's just a free gift for you so that you can get on your journey to getting you and your family clean water. Okay. Stop drinking out of the tap. All right. Start drinking healthy, filtered, clean water. Not all of us live by like a spring. Okay. So I understand that it's just unfortunate. We as a human race, we don't have access to clean filtered water, but we need it for cellular health. We need it for vitality. We need it for energy, and we need it. And when you drink, let me tell you, when you start becoming hydrated, I guarantee a lot of the symptoms you're experiencing are going to dissipate or they're going to decrease, and you're going to start seeing how keeping hydrated is vital for your health. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. I love podcasting, and I can't wait for our next podcast. The next one is going to be all about food, clean eating food. I'm going to give you some of my top tips and, of course, more resources because that's what I do. Awesome. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next Hippie Moms podcast.